We are recorded. All right. Here we go, folks. Down and dirty chest making. We'll do just fine with this. So here I am, cutting up the 2x2, making the framing members. Half of them about 4 feet long and the rest of them about 2 feet long. Chop, chop, chop. Now I got over on the table so I can assemble it. I'm doing some pre-drilling so we don't split the wood when I put the screws in her. Now I put the screws to her, assembling the frame. Now I take these shorter pieces over to the Craig jig and drill some pocket holes. And I use my pocket screws to finish the assembly of the frame. There we go. Now I rip the OSB sheathing to make my panels for the chest. Bring them over to the table saw and I rip them down to approximately 2 feet wide. I rip them twice so I get a finished edge on both sides. Now I take those sides and I stack them up and clamp them together so I can cut the ends. Now I'll clamp that end and flip it around and cut the other end. Now I can do my dry fit, glue it, and nail it into place. Same on the other side. Little pipe clamp to get her square. Now I put on the other two sides, same way. Now I rip the ends and tack them into place. Come back the next day and prime it all up with some heavy solids primer that fills in the rough OSB. Scraping off the stickers as I go and rolling it on. There's another sticker. Clean her up. Now I'm going to rip off the top by cutting it around the top. So I have a perfectly mated top to the bottom. Now I'm doing a little rework here. I'm moving the end panels to the inside because I double checked things and realized I need a little more clearance. So this is rework to fix her up. Getting her put back together. Put some dowels in there to hold everything square as I do the rest of this. Now I'm going to sand off some of the glue that was on there from the prior assembly and prime those newly bared spots. While I'm at it, I put a second coat of primer on the front just to give me a more finished face. Now I'm doing my base coating, just using some gray primer here. Could have been a flat paint, but I had primer, so that's what I used. turn on my fan there to pick up the overspray, and now I'm going to use the black spray paint to add some accenting. On the ends here I'm accenting the frame that is now revealed, and in the rest of the chest I'm painting in a facade of a frame. Open the door to get a little air there, it was getting a little stuffy. There we go, now I can put in the hardware. Put in a hinge at each end. Check it out, flip it around, put in some handles, one on each side. This is just for pulling it in and out of the shelving where I'm going to be putting this one. And I put a hasp, a locking hasp on the front. And it came with 3/4 inch screws, so I grind off the little bit extra inside. Now I'm ready to do some detailed painting to it. I made some stencils off camera. Put a little Harley Davidson logo on there and some World War II Army stars. Clean it all up, and that's gonna be a wrap. There you go. Not too shabby for some OSB. Well, there you go, folks. That's a wrap. If you found this useful, interesting, or ridiculous, please give me a thumbs up, would you? Y'all come back now, you hear?